What's going on, my friends? Welcome to episode 192 of the Gay Gap Podcast. Here we bring you everything New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia, national, and international sports. Hosted by yours truly, Aaron Grassani, and I'm joined aside by Michael Cunningham and Alex Reich. You can tune into the podcast on various platforms, including, not limited to, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, iRadio, and YouTube. Also, follow us on social media at GeekMonP. As well as said, it's time to get your game on.
Jesus, that was a good intro.
I was trying to be like a turkey.
Oh God, you and these holiday
Because we're this is our Thanksgiving episode, so I wanted to be like a turkey.
Adam, every holiday you have a theme. For Thanksgiving, you had the demon. Last year, you want us to play Christmas music during our whole month of December. Now the turkey theme, really?
Oh yeah, speaking of Christmas music, guess what's coming back?
No, please God, no.
Hey, if you want, send me a beat I can use. Create a beat I can use. If you can create me one, I'll use it.
All right, I will, but I want to listen to no Christmas music all year round. I love Christmas, but I hate Christmas music.
Don't worry, it's after Thanksgiving. After Thanksgiving, we're in the clear. You do it before Thanksgiving, then yeah, you get canceled.
Yeah, you're stupid enough to let us do it before Thanksgiving.
I don't put any holiday music on this podcast for Thanksgiving.
Man, I ain't gonna hold you, man. If you lay Thanksgiving music before December, you're gonna smack to my house.
Well, before Thanksgiving is like typically my rule.
You do it before Thanksgiving.
During or after Thanksgiving, you get a pass. It's fine in my book, at least.
You ain't wrong, player.
All right.
Speaking of food, what is Big Mike eating at the moment?
Me and your mama's pussy.
Oh my God!
I mean, Adam's girlfriend's pussy and Alex's mom's pussy.
Oh my God!
It tastes good. I ate the whole plate. Ate from the back too.
Can you go a day without saying pussy?
Can you go 1 week without rooting about any Philly team?
Nope.
Exactly. So shut the fuck up. Is that right, Adam?
No,
I bet Alex can't wear. I bet you. Adam. I bet you that Alex can't go 1 week without rooting for a Philly team. I bet he can't go 1 week without it.
Well, he bleeds Philly sports, so it makes sense.
No,
Just
but
like you bleed Knicks. You bleed Knicks.
I can go a week without watching the Knicks, bro. I do it on cruises, bro. When I go on cruises.
Well, in the off season, yeah.
No, I went on cruises in January. I didn't watch the Knicks game when I was on the cruise, bro. They don't have basketball like that.
Well, yeah, but everyday life, I bet you could, during the season, you ain't going 1 week without watching the Knicks.
Bro, growing up in South Jersey, they didn't have MSG, bro. They didn't have the MSG network channel.
Well, again, that's another excuse. If you have MSG and if it's available to you, and the Knicks are good, and you're able to watch them, I don't see how you could go 1 week.
I can go 1 week without watching the Knicks right now. I can go 1 week.
Why? Because they break your heart all the time?
They're better than the Nets right now. That's all I gotta say.
Not exactly a high bar.
Oh, Big Mike, does your dad know he beat me in fantasy basketball?
Yeah, he's been laughing at you for the whole week.
Not good.
You lost to a guy that doesn't even check fantasy. You suck. You really suck. I'm sorry, brother. You must really suck. You lose to a guy that doesn't even want to be in the league anymore, and he still beats you. Alex, Adam, isn't that bad that he lost to a 71-year-old man in fantasy?
Yep.
who doesn't
I
even know how
must
to use the app correctly. Alex, I'm making fun of
I must admit, his team went off like a spaceship.
First of all, my dad's been watching basketball before our asses were even born, first of all. But Alex, you lost to a 71-year-old man. I gotta make fun of you for that. I'm sorry. I'm roasting you the whole week. Alex lost to an old man.
Bottom line, I'm still the best in the league as of now.
No, you so trash.
I'm 3-1.
Anybody can win. Trust me, I'm coming back. I'm the 3-time champion. I won this league 3 times. No one has ever beat me since we started this league. The reason why I didn't go 3 and I didn't go 4, be a 4-time champion because Zach beat me last year. I got won it 4 times.
I think one day last week you had Kyle Kuzma on your bench and he had 66 fantasy points.
I hate Kuzma. I don't know why. Man, I had it on auto pick.
All right, you guys ready to open up the show?
I'm feeling good as hell.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Alex right here. Alex is in a really good mood right now because the Philadelphia Eagles, they get a big dub over the Kansas City Chiefs in a Super Bowl rematch. I'm not even gonna say anything here. I'm tired. I'm tired. I didn't know if I was gonna be able to do the show, but you know what? I'm here, so all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna let our friend Alex talk about this game.
You know, I realized all of our teams won this weekend. I realized all of our teams won this weekend.
You're right. All our teams. Wait, the Jets lost. No,
but Cowboys won.
Yeah, Cowboys won. Yeah.
Adam, all right, but Alex, talk about your boring Eagles, man.
They ain't boring. They're better than your crusty ass Cowboys.
You know what's better than your crusty ass Eagles? Your mama.
Oh my god.
Are you gonna take that, or are you gonna put them in the waiting room?
You put me in the waiting room. I say
it's up to you, Alex. That wasn't me. That was Alex.
Alex, keep playing with me.
Keep on doing it. Keep on doing it, Alex. Don't let him push you around.
First of all, I know where both of you live, so I'll shoot you both and make it look like a suicide. Try me. Change my name back, you stupid. Change it back. Dear God, please don't make me kill one of them.
I think we need to kick Michael from this episode, so because otherwise we're not going to gain progress. Go ahead, Alex.
I'm just waiting for you to shut the hell up.
Bitch, hurry up. I got all night. Hurry up. I gotta go fuck. Hurry up.
Oh my god. Okay. I don't know the hell to begin, but this win says a ton of what adversity
you can't even spell adversity. Shut up. You don't even use words you don't know how to spell.
Oh my god. I gotta give a ton of credit to the Eagles defense. They really kicked ass in the game, and they definitely helped what should have been a loss by the Eagles. But I'm really proud of the way they handled it, especially in the fourth quarter. They definitely had the momentum, and just the way they handled themselves. I really liked how Hassan Reddick, Fletcher Cox, and in the whole entire defensive system really focused and was locked in for 25 minutes. And the last 25 minutes was heart-wrenching for me. I couldn't sit down, and I just had adrenaline flowing all second half, and I just really like to tip my cap off to Jalen Hurts. He absolutely balled out in the second half, although having a rusty first half, and I think that this tells you that this team is capable of really getting back to the Super Bowl and actually winning it this time. And I just the amount of hatred to this team before this rematch happened was out of the gate, and I just feel like the Eagles are in for something special this year, and Devontae Smith is absolutely a dog. With that 40+ yard catch he had, I think it was in the third quarter. And the game changing play was the Scantling incomplete pass that would have been a game go ahead touchdown, but he had crusty hands that didn't get glued to the football, so he made the Chiefs lose. And I'm not gonna say that the Chiefs didn't play great, but they did play aggressively all game long, except the fourth quarter where they just completely changed their momentum and everything about themselves. Patrick Mahomes was Patrick Mahomes. He was. I have no words for what he does on a daily basis on the football field, but I got respect for him of his game, and he played out of his mind against the Eagles in this one. But just the way the Chiefs defense handled the Eagles offense, they just were unmatched, and they definitely got manhandled by AJ Brown and Devontae Smith late in the game, and that's why the Eagles got the edge of winning it. And this game is gonna tell a ton of what's to come for the rest of the Eagles schedule. I just feel like everything is going Philadelphia's way, and the sky is the limit for them, and everything will come into place. And they got a tough rest of the schedule with Buffalo, the next game in Philly, and then at Dallas following that. And then I think they play Seattle following Dallas. But I'm not looking too far ahead, but I'm just enjoying this win, and it's going to be interesting to see how far they can make it. And I think they got a really big chance to actually finishing their business of being 2003 champions.
I don't know. That's ballsy, Adam. What do you think?
I think that I'm going to say right now, I think you guys are the best overall team in football.
But
I think
Adam,
you guys. Let me explain something. Want to know one thing that surprised me about this game? The offense was not great. It was good.
Jalen Hurts played like shit. I'm surprised he played.
Jalen Hurts. I mean, he wasn't. I mean, he didn't play like shit, but he wasn't.
He played like shit. All right.
He had an off game. By his standards, he had an off game. He threw an interception. Only 150 yards. I mean, yeah, he had 2 rushing touchdowns, but aside from but throwing the ball wise, he did not have his best game. What really surprised me was, we said before, Alex, what was the one thing that was suspect about the Chiefs? Not the Chiefs, the Eagles.
The secondary.
Yeah, and what did you guys do? You held Mahomes to under 200 passing yards. You held the Chiefs, the East. We all know how good they are offensively. You held them to under 20 points. That was easily the best performance of your defense all season.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as I said before, this is a statement game. This is a statement game.
And
Go ahead.
I was texting a friend during the game last night, and I was keep saying that Jalen Hurts needs to be better in the pocket and read better, have a better read of getting out of trouble. And my friend said that you can't put words into Jalen's ability of doing things like that, but you just have to say that the offensive line was horrible during that time, and it was, and they just couldn't keep Jalen open, have any open lanes, except for that rushing touchdown they had.
Exactly. Again, maybe that final play goes differently. We're talking about Chiefs victory, but still, I still think that would take away from how well you guys played. And I saw this was a statement game. You guys have officially proven that you are all around the best team in football.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if the Chiefs and Eagles face off in the Super Bowl, could it go differently? Sure. Because we all know in one game, anything can happen. Because in one game, and maybe a different game, that final play, maybe maybe the Chiefs score and they win.
Mm-hmm.
But you really said that the same thing last year, where I said for you guys were easily the best team in the NFC, and you guys have no excuse to not get the Super Bowl. I'm saying this year, you guys have no excuse to not get back to the Super Bowl. There's no one in the NFL there's not one team in the NFL that I look at and say, "Yo, you guys can't beat them."
Mm-hmm.
You guys are all the best team in the NFL. You got the defense, you've got the receiving core, you've got the quarterback, you got the right game. You're the complete package.
The tight end position is questionable, but besides that,
yeah, but is Goddard still out?
Yeah.
But once you get him back, then you're rolling all cylinders.
I'm not sure what his timetable is, but I'm really hoping he's back before the Dallas game.
Really, just get him back for the playoffs. As long as he's healthy for the playoffs, then you really, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah, great, excellent win for the Eagles. Right, I said say right now, best team in football. If you ask me right now, I think they're the favorites to win the Super Bowl. Maybe not favorites. I think they're easily the favorites to get out of the NFC, represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. They're easily the favorites. All right, Michael Cunningham. Is this fool's only purpose on the show is to talk is to say there you are.
I was reading something. What's up? What was my purpose?
Okay, well, we'll talk about your Jets. Zach
What was my
Wilson
purpose?
is benched.
What you say about my purpose?
Your only purpose on this show, I asked you to call, and the fact you didn't come, I was gonna say your only purpose on this show is to cause trouble.
Go fuck yourself. Wearing a tight ass Yankee shirt.
All right, but Michael Cunningham, the Jets have done it. They have benched Zach Wilson.
It took him long enough.
Sam Morell will start on the Dolphins on Friday.
Friday?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the Black Friday game. It took him long enough.
That it did, my friend. That it did.
I told these niggas long enough. I told these niggas long enough.
All right, but yeah, the Jets. I mean, benching Zach Wilson had to be done. Had to be done. This guy proved that he is not a capable starting quarterback in the
He's
NFL.
better than Daniel Jones. He's better than Daniel Jones.
What happened to this guy last year? The guy got benched from Mike White. The teams were literally wearing Mike White t-shirts. You really thought that, Aaron Rodgers, the aura of Aaron Rodgers was going to fix Zach Wilson? Are you kidding me? That clearly did not work, and whatever evaluation as Zach Wilson, they say, we think he could be a capable replacement Aaron Rodgers. They thought wrong. They should have gone out there and gotten a true backup quarterback. Bring back Joe Flacco. Go get somebody, Carson Wentz, somebody that can at least play quarterback competently. And look, it's all as well. No, the Jets have their issues in the offense. They're lacking depth at wide receiver by Garrett Wilson. The offensive line isn't good. I mean, they have the offense has issues beyond Zach Wilson. Don't get me wrong, but to see this guy, this guy, consistently not even and give the Jets a chance to win games, not even really giving them a chance. This had to happen. I don't know how Tim Boyle's gonna do. Is Tim Boyle all of a sudden gonna be the savior? I don't think. I don't think so. I'm skeptical at least, but at the very least, you had to make a change. You had to make this change.
You ain't lying, brother.
Yeah. Because we all know that Zach Wilson's future, like in the NFL, it's definitely not gonna be with the Jets.
Adam, I will be a better quarterback than Daniel Jones combined.
Why are you making this about Daniel Jones?
I'm just saying they both suck. And so is Zach Wilson.
No, we're focusing on Zach Wilson. We're not talking about Daniel Jones right now. Shut your trap. We're not talking about Daniel Jones right now. We're talking about Zach Wilson.
Shut your trap, bitch. I'll whoop your little bitch ass and then feed it.
Stay on the topic.
Boy,
we are talking about
Daniel Jones
the Jets and how much we are talking about the Jets and how much Zach Wilson stinks.
Daniel Jones is shit. Zach Wilson is shit. Daniel Jones is shit. Daniel Jones is shit. Daniel Jones is shit.
The Giants won this week. The Giants won this week. The Jets didn't.
Jets have a better record.
Giants won the Super Bowl more recently than the Jets. Giants won the Super Bowl more recently than the Jets.
That was when you
Giants
were
made the playoffs more recently than the Jets. Giants won a playoff game more recently than the Jets.
Okay. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
You weren't even watching football like that. You weren't watching the football like that when they won the Super Bowl. You weren't watching football like that.
Whose jersey was I wearing when the day after? Whose jersey was I
You were
rocking?
actually wearing a Derek Jeter jersey. Thank you very much.
Bullshit. Do not sit here. You know what? Just for that, I'm going to put you in the waiting room. Michael, just for that, I put you in the waiting room just for lying to the American public.
You did wear Derek Jeter that day.
Again, I put you in the waiting room because no. Stop that. Stop lying to the American public.
I recall you wear the Derek Eli Manning jersey. You wore it before?
Because your memory ain't good. Your memory's dumb.
My memory is always good.
I got a memory like an elephant.
Actually, I do.
You got the memory of a goldfish.
Actually, I have a great memory. I just don't. You know what, Adam? I remember you wearing the jersey. I just wanted to fuck with you.
Of course you do.
Adam, I love my job. Adam, you're not even a Giants fan. What are you talking about? You're a Cowboys fan.
Cowboys are my favorite team in all sports.
You are a Cowboys fan.
I love them more than the Yankees.
Exactly. Dak Prescott is your man crush Monday.
He's my favorite player of all time. He's my favorite football player of all time.
You hate Eli Manning.
I can't stand him.
You want to kill Eli Manning.
Okay, you're going a bit far there.
You want to murder Jose Altuve.
Again, going a bit too far there.
Adam.
All right, but the Giants, they won a game.
Barely.
And I'm going to be honest, I'm not happy.
Adam wants the first pick in the draft.
Because let's just be honest right now, this win officially sealed, the Giants stole the Giants' chances of getting Caleb Williams. It's dead. Them not getting a Caleb Williams, they're not gonna get the first overall pick, and they're not gonna get Caleb Williams. Now, do they still have a shot at Drake May? Possibly, in order to get that, they'll probably have to lose out. If they want that pick, and honestly, we all know tanking isn't a thing in the NFL. We all know tanking isn't a thing. Like, these players, like, they're playing for contracts, they're playing for money, like
you could tank in football. You could tank in football. It's just not. It's just frowned upon.
It's very hard to actually tank, and the only time I actually saw it pulled off was that Eagles game back from 2020.
Oh, remember when the Cleveland Browns were supposed to go 0-16, they won 1-15. The one they were trying to make history.
I remember that.
I started laughing.
But yeah, honestly, we all know the Giants. They always play well against the Commanders. They have Washington's number. So, am I shocked they won this game? No, because they have Washington's number. Like, that's
They have their phone number.
Exactly.
I
That's
said
how
phone
I put
number.
it. And I want to give all the props in the world to the Italian jersey kid, Tommy DeVito. He played great. Three touchdown passes, 137 quarterback rating. He really played well. I mean, and Tommy DeVito's a great story. Local guy, Jersey guy, it's an amazing story. I'm really happy for him, but a lot of people are saying you should, if you're a fan, you should always be rooting for your team to win. Ask Jet fans that back in 2021. Back in 2020, remember when they won that meaningless game against the Rams? They were supposed to have the first pick. Instead, they got the second pick, and who they got? Zach Wilson instead of Trevor Lawrence. Michael, who would you have? Trevor Lawrence or Zach Wilson?
What?
Who would you have? Trevor Lawrence or Zach Wilson?
Is that even a question?
Exactly.
All right, let me ask you a question. Who would you rather have? Gun to your head, Zach Wilson or Daniel Jones?
Daniel Jones.
I'll go with Zach Wilson. And they're both shit, so they're both screwing me.
At least Daniel Jones won a playoff game. You want to know
Actually,
who I take over both of them? You want to know who I take over both of them?
who?
Tommy DeVito.
Adam, your defense won that playoff game for you, not Daniel Jones.
He played well. I'm not saying the defense did, but he played well.
No, he
played
didn't.
well.
He
He at least won a playoff game. He won a playoff game. How many playoff games has Zach Wilson won?
This is his second year in the league.
He won one. Zach Wilson won none. And last time I checked, one is greater than none.
Adam, can y'all make the playoffs again? Oh, wait, you can't. Because the Giants are dog shit. Say it with me. The Giants are dog shit. Say it with me.
The Giants aren't that good.
The Giants
are bad.
The Giants are dog shit. It's like say it with shit. Me. It's like Dorothy Explorer would say. Can you say map? Can you say Giants are terrible?
Can you say person, woman, man, camera, TV?
Can you say Giants are trash? Just like Alex's hairline. Oh. It's like Adam getting laid. Boom. Oh.
But yeah, Tommy DeVito is a great story, but hey,
he went to the best high school in football in Jersey.
And does this completely take chances of them like getting a franchise quarterback draft? No, maybe they fall in love with someone else. Maybe they trade up. Maybe they find a way to trade up for Drake May, or maybe they lose out and they stick with
this isn't basketball. You rarely could trade up for a pick. It's hard to do it in the NFL to trade for a pick.
It's much more common in the NFL than in the NBA.
It's uncommon to trade.
The Panthers did last year to get Bryce Young.
Barely. It's rarely it happens. Rarely. Basketball's easier to trade up.
Yeah, because this thing, if a team like let's say this, if the Bears are getting first overall pick, they're taking Khalid Williams, no doubt about it. Because Justin Fields ain't because Justin Fields, ain't. I'm not sure how much faith they have in Justin Fields, so they're probably gonna move off from him. Now, if the Cardinals have the second pick, I could see. I definitely think that they would be willing to trade back because they've got Kyler Murray, and I'm sure they'd want a lot of pieces and picks to help build around him. So
no, but they'll probably go after a defensive tackle.
Well, they could, but like if the Giants are picking fifth, well, they could they could trade up, cross up that fifth, and they could still get a defensive tackle at that position.
Agree to disagree.
Yeah, but the Giants, I mean, I know that they're saying, "Oh, you never root for your team to lose. You never root for your team to lose." I'm making an exception here because we all know Giants quarterback situation. They're good. They're at some point, they're gonna have to move off of Dan Jones. It's just not gonna work out here. So this Jets is gonna be a prime opportunity for them to get their quarterback of the future, and this win, let's just put definitely. It doesn't help that. That's all I'm gonna say. It doesn't help. Okay, but guys, you know what time it is?
I take time, baby.
It's time right now for the hot take of the episode.
I went already.
You went already? Alex went last episode, so is it really me? Do I really have to go?
Yes, you do.
Great. Oh my god.
There better not be no Kobe slander, because Kobe's better than Duncan.
My hot take is why Kobe Bryant is not a top 20 player of all time. No, I'm just kidding.
That would have been ballsy if you would have said that.
Let me think of something here. Do 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 do. I really am okay. All right, okay. I've got one. I've got a hot take. You guys ready for my hot take?
What's your hot take, my boy?
My hot take is if the Yankees trade for Juan Soto and they sign Yamamoto, they will make the World Series next year.
That's too predictable.
I really can't think of anything else. So
that is your hot take. That's not even a hot take. That's just an opinion. Come on, Grassani.
Okay, you want me to think of something else?
Think of something better than that. I've been automatic disapprove.
Okay.
You could say that Jalen Hurts is the most overrated quarterback or some shit.
I already did that one. I already did the Alex about that.
I got a hot take for you.
What?
That the Giants are the most overrated fan base of all time.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that. All right. Let me think.
I got one for you.
What?
That Penn State, Maryland, Michigan versus Ohio State is the greatest football rivalry of all time, including college football and the NFL.
Okay, all right. You want me to think of one? You want me? All right, I've got one.
All right.
You want me to think of one? I just thought of one.
All right.
My hot take is the Brooklyn Nets are in just as good, if not a better position to land a superstar in a trade than the New York Knicks.
Okay, now that's a hot take. About time you think.
All right. Let me back it up. Here's my hot take. The Nets right now, they have a 1-2 punch. They have a 1-2 punch. It's Cam Thomas and Mikal Bridges. Like that's their 1-2 punch. Cam Thomas, obviously he's hurt right now, but when he gets back, that's a guy where you can look at that guy and say that's a guy that can average 25 in his sleep. That's a guy that's a hooper that can really just score. Mikal Bridges is really growing to an excellent two-way player, a guy that can a guy that can drive lane, provide offense, and always can get 23, 24, maybe 25, and also play elite defense. So they have their 1-2 punch, and we've also got depth behind that. They got guys like Walker, who's played really well. Cam Johnson's played really well. Claxton, is doing his thing. Dorian Finney-Smith scoffs are free. They've got the assets. They have just as many. People are saying that, the Knicks have a lot of great depth. And now I'm not saying that's not true, but the Nets, do not sleep on the Nets' depth. They've got a lot of assets, and they've got some guys that can play. No disrespect to the Knicks. They've obviously got a great 1-2 punch with RJ Barrett and Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle too, but here's the one thing why I would say that the Nets are in better position to land a superstar than the Knicks. All those Phoenix Suns picks that they got from the Kevin Durant trade. Michael, you know what the Phoenix Suns record is right now? They are 8-6, and if the season ended today, they would be in the play-in.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. They're not doing good.
Yes, they're not doing good. So if things continue and they end up having to blow it up, those Suns picks are going to be very, very, very sexy. So
Oh, why are you saying?
So if a superstar becomes available, if Luka says well, probably not Luka because the Mavericks are actually doing well, but if a superstar does want out and the Nets and Knicks get into a bidding war, who's gonna have draft capital that the other team's gonna want? Who's gonna have the picks? Who's gonna have the more sexier picks to that would be enticing for the other team? That my answer would be this. The only way the Knicks could really one up the Nets offer is one of two ways. One is the superstar says, I want to play for the Knicks and not the Nets, but look what happened with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. That clearly wasn't the case with them. That's number one. And number two is if they the only way the Nets would be was Knicks is if they offered up one of Julius Randle or RJ Barrett. That's that they would ultimately have to do that. And the Knicks would and the other two would say, okay, we would prefer having that star player be the headliner rather than draft capital. That would be like the only realistic way that the Knicks could really beat out the Nets for a superstar. So that's my hot take. Well, I think both teams are really impressive, and they both are going to be teams that are going to be that could be destinations for a superstar. I believe that the Nets, as at least right now or very soon, are just as much, if not more, of a trade destination for a superstar than the Knicks. That's a hot take.
All right, Alex, you go first. I'll go after.
I loved the type of details you put together, and I think that it's very interesting, and I'm going to approve.
I disapprove.
Shocker.
It was a great hot take. It's just if you don't know how good those picks are going to be from the Phoenix trade for Kevin Durant. That's the only thing I disagree about. Everything else was great. I'm sorry, buddy.
Okay. I respect it.
Controversy creates cash. Remember that.
Exactly. I mean, those Phoenix picks, right? Because how old is Kevin Durant? He's like, what, 35?
Yeah, 35, something shit like that. 35 minutes.
Yeah, so he's getting up there in age. Bradley Beal's 30, so that's a team that pretty soon, like, those picks could be looking good. If they ultimately, get old and ultimately have to blow it up. And then the 2027 pick, the 2028 pick, like those later picks, those are going to be looking really good. And that could be really enticing for a team to trade for. But would the Nets even want to trade them? That's another thing. That's the thing. Unless I'm getting, unless it's for Jokic or if it's for Luka, if it's a true superstar that I believe can be the best player on a championship team, I'm not trading those picks. All right. All right, but Alex, we spent a lot of time praising your football team. Now we got some good news regarding your baseball team. Aaron Nola is come back to Philadelphia. He's all locked up, 7 years, $175 million. There were rumors saying, could he is he gonna leave Philadelphia? Could he go to the Yankees? Could he go someplace else? Phillies swooped in and said, "Not so fast," and they paid him the money he was looking for. So, what are your thoughts?
I'm really happy about what the front office made the decision, and I feel like Aaron Nola is a fantastic rotation starter in the starting pitching rotation, and I know he was a little down this past season, but he really progressed as the postseason began, and the Phillies are lucky to have him and extend his contract for another 7 years. Uh, bes- beside Zach Widow and Ranger Suarez as the three guys that can do damage on the pitching, and I'm really interested to see how this contract develops. If it's a bad decision, or if it's going to be a very uh, great one, and only year by year can tell. And I feel like the Phillies are in for a special treat with Aaron Nola, and the whole city of Philadelphia loves him, and I didn't even see him going anywhere else besides Philadelphia, and I'm really happy he's staying.
Yeah, he's a big part of your rotation. Let's say he's a really big part of your rotation. We all know how good he was, how good he's been in the playoffs, and how good he was in 2022. In 2022, especially capped off a bit in 2023. But again, come the playoffs, he was rock solid. He was like probably your best pitcher in the playoffs, and you bring him back. You still got Zach Ruler, and that's the thing. That's the thing. I heard some people say, "Oh, they brought back Nola. Now they're not going to get another pitcher." Slow down. So we've seen this Phillies team be willing to go out there and spend money. So I wouldn't count them out of the just because they signed Nola. I wouldn't count them out of the Yamamoto sweepstakes. I wouldn't count them out of maybe going after like Blake Snell or someone like that. They've got the money that they could go out. I would not be shocked if they're not done, because right now I think pitching like is your area lead. Like your line for the most part is set. You got Trey Turner, you got Realmuto, you got Castellanos, you got Schwarber. For the most part, we have a lot of sure I said. But you guys, so I really think you guys could really use that third side pitcher to put there with Wheeler and Nola.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's going to be a very fun next 7 years as a Phillies fan, and I'm really anxious to see what he can do.
Yep. It's gonna be very interesting. Any other? So yeah, I'll ask you, since we got a bit of time here to kill. What are you expecting from this like Phillies off season? Like, are there any like obviously they brought back Nola, but where do you think they go from here?
I feel like they could bring in another pitcher. I'm not sure which road they would take with that position, but I know that they are not out of that guy that you mentioned. I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Right, Yamamoto.
Yeah,
I definitely think they'll be in on him. I'm not sure if they'll get him, but I think they will be in on him. But then again, even if you don't land him, you still got guys like Snell on the market. I mean, you've got Lance Lynn, I believe, is on the market.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of pitchers that are going to be on the market. Say you agree that you don't see him doing anything position player wise, correct?
I did hear rumors about Rhys Hoskins getting traded out, but I'm not sure, to be honest, with this Bryce Harper at first base thing. And what are your
I
thoughts
heard
on
him
it?
moving the first base, I think.
Yeah, I mean, if he's willing to continue to play first base, it doesn't give Rhys Hoskins that much of playing time experience with the Phillies. So I wouldn't be surprised if they move out with him.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a very interesting offseason for you guys.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, we had to hit on that quick Philly story, and now Alex, my friend, you messaged me out there saying we've got to talk college basketball. We've got to touch college basketball. We've got to talk college basketball. So you know what? You and Michael can take the floor here. I mean, is there anything college football related, or we could, if there is, you could do that after. So you say you want to talk college hoops? Go ahead, guys. Floor is yours.
Alex, you lead off, and I'll close it.
Okay. So the tournament that's happening right now is the Maui Invitational. We've seen a lot of action the past 5 hours or so, starting with Tennessee against Purdue. Purdue advances to the championship game, which is at 5 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. They will play either Marquette or Kansas, who at this moment, Marquette leads 37-28 against number one ranked Kansas with a minute left until half. So things will be interesting to come once the second half gets underway. But I'm not sure that Purdue can go 6-0 with either playing against either Marquette or Kansas, because these two teams are one or two big time teams, and they are teams that can absolutely dominate on both sides of the floor, and it's just going to be hard for Purdue to stay in control of the game, which it could go either way. But I just really like how this Marquette team is playing, and this Kansas team is deep with everything that they have going, and it's going to be one interesting championship game tomorrow. And a lot of other things happened throughout the week. Last week, I'm just going to touch on a couple of them. So the State Farm Children's Classic happened between Duke and Michigan State. I know Big Mike is a big Duke fan, so I wanted to give his thoughts on it.
Me being a Duke fan is an understatement. Everybody knows I'm a huge Duke fan, baby. Baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say this. Alex, Adam, this may be a crazy take, but I think John Schroyer is the most underrated basketball coach in the whole NCAA, in my opinion.
Yep.
He's an underrated coach. You have you. His thing. He has big shoes to fill. You're coaching after probably the greatest college coach in college basketball history. He's on the Mount Rushmore, the greatest basketball coaches of all time, which is Mike Krzyzewski. But that's not the point. Team, I believe they still got Jeremy Roach as their starting point guard. They got Proctor back, so I believe the big man. We got my main man, Mr. Flipkowski, who's averaging 20 points a game. You had Proctor that averaged 20 points. You had Roach that should be scoring more, but I believe this, Adam. I'm gonna say this.
Go ahead.
I think we have a good team, and we have Stewart that comes off the bench, and he can average 10 and 10 for you. Sean Stewart, who's a great double machine, and I believe we have Fromkowski, who I believe Adam and Alex could be a late steal first round draft pick, first rounder. I believe he was good enough to go to the league last year. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And so I'm gonna say this, Alex. I'm gonna say this. Duke is gonna win the ACC. Yeah, they're gonna win the ACC, and they probably in the tournament they'll be a second seed. Keep playing this well. I think they're getting better and better every game. You can't win them all. I bet it's better than for lose. I always say this in college basketball, Alex. It's better to lose now than losing near the tournament. You feel me? Go ahead, Alex. Rushing me and shit. Rushing black people. Racist.
No, take your time. Keep
You
going.
good? You good? I'm fucking with you. Go ahead. I already said my piece. So I got it.
Oh, okay. So I'll take a couple of minutes to talk about my Villanova Wildcats. I know that for the first time this season, they are unranked, and they are going up against a tough Texas Tech team in the battle for Atlantis, which starts at noon Eastern tomorrow in the Bahamas. So that should be a fun one. The question is, how long can Villanova contain every matchup that they go at in the tournament in the next couple of days? And I just feel like this Villanova team is being overlooked of not being that deep this year, and they are definitely one of the teams that can compete for a championship, and especially in the Big East, where teams like Creighton, Marquette, and a few others to be named. I just feel like there's no limit for Villanova. It's either going to be a happy ending or not, but it's just having Justin Moore back is a really big time step forward in this Villanova program, and I really like how Eric Dixon is showing everything that's his mentality on the defensive side and offensive side is telling people a lot about what his game is, and this Villanova team has the ability to attack the rim and surprise people. And I wouldn't be surprised if they come out and go 2 for 2. I'm not sure who. I'm not sure. I think they would play the winner of North Carolina and Northern Iowa if they beat Texas Tech. So assuming North Carolina advances, they would play them in the next round. And I know North Carolina is a deep team also, but I'm really anxious to see how long this Villanova team can last in the battle for Atlantis, and just every, everything starts up tomorrow, and I'm really excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's definitely gonna be interesting. I mean, Rutgers is they're doing their thing. I mean, they after that loss to Princeton, they beat Georgetown, which me and Michael bet at that game, and I won. Thank you very much, Michael. And
Go
they beat
fuck
and they
yourself.
beat Howard.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
Adam, you got lucky.
it's
Adam,
not luck. We're just good.
You were scared to bet me on it originally.
But then I did it.
So
And
technically,
we right now have a better record than Duke.
no, you do not. Records does not have a better record than Duke.
You guys are what, 3-1?
Yeah.
You're 3-1. We're 4-1, I believe.
Okay, first of all, I don't know how you guys are not. Yeah, you guys are like shit. I don't know how Records is actually playing well.
Oh, and guess who Rutgers has next?
Who?
1-3 St. Peter's.
That's looking juicy.
Adam, you guys are going to lose. You guys are going to beat St. Peter's. You guys don't play any big team this year. You play Michigan State. You don't play no ranked team yet.
They play Mississippi State late December.
They don't
Who
play
is 5-0?
Hold up. They don't. They play Mississippi State. That's the only team they play that's ranked. And Michigan State. Those are two. And they play Purdue at January 28th.
Yeah.
I want to go to that game just to piss off John.
Oh, they play Purdue twice, January and February.
Adam, when you're going to go piss off Berardi, what do you say?
The second game is at Purdue.
First game is in Rutgers. Adam, want to go?
Why not?
So I got heckle Zach Edey. I'll be like, get your big anorexic ass in the paint.
Yeah, I mean, did you guys want to talk college football, or is there nothing we're going to talk about there?
What's up?
Are we talking college football, or is there nothing we're going to talk about there?
Let's go Georgia. That's all I gotta say. Georgia's gonna win it all this year. They're ranked. They're gonna win it all.
I think you guys are.
We're gonna be the only school to win a three-peat. To have a three-peat.
I mean, big game, Ohio State at Michigan. That's a huge game coming up.
That is the greatest college football rivalry of all time.
Oh, easily.
That game has been played for over 100 years. You know what I mean?
Yep.
This game is bloody, war, fight.
Sorry to interrupt. Since it's Thanksgiving week, there's college football games starting Friday.
We know, Sherlock.
Yeah, Penn State's playing Michigan State. Oregon State's playing Oregon.
So what's in the show? Because I'm getting sleepy.
Yeah, I agree. It's time. Let's wrap up. Let's get to our bets of the episode. Michael, what are we doing for game of the episode?
I believe we should do Ohio State versus Michigan.
We gotta do that, right?
Yeah, Adam, you go first.
I'll go Michigan. One of my friend who's a huge Ohio State fan is gonna disown me for this, but I
Who's
gotta
the
go
Ohio
Michigan.
State fan?
A friend of mine.
Who?
I'll tell you off the air.
Alex, you go next.
Go blue.
I got one thing. You know what I'm doing. Yeah, if you don't know what this means,
That means Michigan, right?
you already know. That's all I gotta do. Go big house. Go big blue. Go blue. For the Fab Five. Alex, you know what this means.
Yep.
That's all I gotta do. Adam, that's because I hate Ohio State with a passion. Michigan is my second favorite college football team. Let's go Wolverines. And to quote my favorite my favorite AU team I play for, play hard, play aggressive, play hard, play aggressive. 1, 2, 3, Wolverines. 4, 5, 6, aggressive. That's how we ended practice in the huddles. So go Michigan. Adam, you're best of the episode. Go ahead, brother. Take us home.
Okay, it's time for our best of the episode. I'm gonna make mine short and sweet. I'm gonna do a Thanksgiving football game. I am going to take the Detroit Lions over the Green Bay Packers on the spread, and I'm going to take Jared Goff over. I'll take Jared Goff. Let me see. Alex, while I'm looking up, you can just get your bet in. Write it down for me though, pretty please.
Okay. I am going to do a 3-game college basketball bet.
Go ahead.
So I am going to do, let's see, Arkansas money line over Stanford. Let me see. Texas A&M money line against Penn State, and Florida Atlantic money line over Butler.
Okay, and by the way, I'm going to take Jared Goff getting 250 passing yards or more. That's not bad. All right, Michael, last up. Go ahead. Actually, you get a chance, just text your bet to me. Thank you.
Okay.
Give Marcellus Knicks money line and get Sam Pelican's money line.
Got it.
For me, who am I going with? I'm gonna go with Georgia over Georgia Tech on the money line. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For basketball, I'm gonna go with my beloved Blue Devils. I'm gonna take them on the spread against Southern Illinois. They'll cover. I'm gonna do another parlay. I'm gonna do Adam. I grew up watching them play watching my team play on Thanksgiving when I was a kid. Ever since I was a little boy. Watch them win. Always win every time I watch them on Thanksgiving. They play every year. They're the night game on Thanksgiving. And I'm gonna go with the Cowboys, Adam, against the Commanders. Money line. Adam, are you falling asleep on niggas?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, you mean write my bets for you?
Write me a bet for me, thank you.
Lazy.
I can do it right now, right? Really quickly. Are you gonna write for me, or do you want me to write it down?
I'm gonna text it to you because you lazy.
Okay, thank you. I really appreciate it. I told you guys I was tired today, and I was barely gonna be able to do this episode. Thank you. Okay, got it. All right, guys. Software best software. Is Duke spread football or basketball?
Basketball.
Okay. All right, guys. All for our best software episode. All right. Guys, what's everyone doing for Thanksgiving? Is everyone looking forward to Thanksgiving?
Yeah, man. I'm chilling.
I'm gonna be with my family. We're gonna be watching football. I'm gonna be watching the parade as usual.
I'm gonna watch one of my favorite
And
movies.
at the end, I'm probably gonna play some Zelda. That's what I'm probably gonna do.
I'm probably gonna watch the March of the Wooden Soldiers. I watch every Thanksgiving,
Oh,
or
nice.
go to the Teaneck Hackensack football game early in the morning.
Oh, nice. So
It's
you're gonna miss the parade, huh?
I don't like the parade.
I never miss the parade. It's a tradition. I always do the parade.
Oh, Adam.
Yep.
A big college basketball showdown on Thanksgiving. Southern California against Seton Hall.
Oh. I'm sure you'll be keeping an eye on that.
Yep.
Perfect.
And wrap it up.
All right, guys. Any final thoughts?
No, go fuck
But yeah, we hope everyone listening to this has a very, very wonderful Thanksgiving. Whatever you do, whether you're eating, whether you're football, we hope you all enjoy and everything you're thankful. We hope you enjoy time with your family and friends this Thanksgiving. So yeah, our next episode, we will be back after the Thanksgiving break. We're hoping to get someone on to talk some preview of the off season. That's a work in progress. But yeah, that'll definitely be and Michael, we all know you're trying to get a special guest for us.
Oh yeah, I can't tell you who he is.
We can't tell you who. We can't tell you. All we have to say, what Michael's working on. It's pretty big. That's a big one for us. So, but stay tuned for all that. We will definitely stay tuned for all that. But until then, that's it. That's 192. The AF officially Angsign, Cunningham, and Astro. If like you're here, do like and follow, subscribe to the podcast. Also, enjoy our conversation. Just social media. Make sure you have the same every episode. Alright, fans. Those you fans. Imagine the world, believe it, and I. See you next time. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving weekend. And until next time,